Alright, so map is Cobblestone, like I said, and on the T side, Matthew McConaughey fan club, as we Kevin Wow, Astro, Balto, Acom, and David. On the West Virginia side, oh my god, it's clean knife. It looks like West Virginia is also confused. They want the knife and they will choose CT. Holy crap. You don't actually see that often. I think it's really the second time we've seen that happen in knife. But can I get a hua? Says Pro Savage.
Drew, if you're talking, I can't hear you.
Really? You can't hear me at all? Hello? The stream, can you hear me? What? Sorry guys, looks like... Okay, 1 second guys. Alright, while pistol goes on, me and Mahone are gonna figure out...
I don't hear yourself.
He still doesn't hear me. Interesting. Okay, we will figure that out. No? That's alright. Interesting. I've never heard the call before, but looking like Matthew McConaughey fan club, as they are on this A side. Bombs on Daybay, and okay, Daybay is gonna get a kill for a little consolation prize, but Trey, oh my god, Balto. Looking for Pro Savage as he is in a 1v2 for his APC. And now 1v1. Bombs down. Daybay has found 2 kills, and will he go down just like this? Chicken's gonna run into the wall. And I am slightly hyper, but Pro Savage block is good. Okay, I'm gonna fix this, guys, so bear with me. Okay. Well, Danny fixes his thing. It's gonna be Matthew McConaughey to find the pistol, with Daybay being pretty much the MVP in that round, as they did get the bomb down and find a 3K. Now they are gonna have a Galil, followed by 4 SMGs to farm up. And looking at the setup, it's a 1-2-2 setup, followed by Vape God Rupert. I like that name. He's gonna actually make his way back towards drop. Here we go. Flash pretty early on for Texas.
I'm back. Okay.
To actually execute, but here they go. Flashes. Pro Savage, CZ spots actually tons of bodies. But Acom, Mac 10. Oh my god, they actually turn around. West Virginia actually turns around by finding these pistol kills, but the SMG's finally, but Trehan as well finds another kill. What? Acom's all by himself. He's got the Mac 10. The Galil's been denied. These guns could get picked up as well. And look at that. The Deagle does work. Trehan with 2 kills, followed by Vape God and Sherman Pro Savage to find kills as well. So this is reset. And Danny, are you okay, my man?
Yes. Yes. I had to restart completely.
Oh god, it's all good. That happens. That's weird. But regardless, you're here. We need your pro analysis on this game. Real quick, you know, with both schools on paper and your knowledge as well from these schools, like, who do you think has the edge here?
I think UT Austin has the edge here. I think in general they just have more experience, so
We'll find now. They get kind of forced up and ecoed, but thank God, Churm gonna find 2 kills actually from Mr. Churm as he holds down Long A. Natural Beast gonna pick up a quick kill. Astro all by himself with 19 HP, no armor. He's gonna go down as well as he is the only player to pick up a kill with a pistol. So 2-1, the reset happens. The buy should be coming in this round, but it's kind of
They might want to save if they want to get ops here. I wouldn't be surprised if they do that, and that is what they're gonna do here.
Yep, and upgrade a pistol buy. No, it's kind of weird. You put in the pistol on T side, and then the force up on against you just works the deagle, right? Like you had a Galil, Mac 10s, etc. Out they go towards B side, nice and fast. So much of the spot to San Jose State, but look at this. He's getting stopped in their place. Treha with a 3K and Natural B with a 2K to hold it down towards the B side. So pretty good so far, but pull up buy, op and play. Mahone, I'm gonna ask you, like, what are some of the crucial, I guess, picks here that Astro can do here to open up this map?
He has a really good spawn for B, so he might be able to get the player who crosses towards stairs right at the start. That's something he can do here, and if he's able to find it, it could really open up the B site. But it doesn't look like he's gonna go that aggressively for it. Meanwhile, though, this is a big round here for UT Austin, because if they don't win this, it's gonna be on an eco again. On the side of West Virginia, though, they built up some decent money so far, just because their anti-eco has been so clean with 4 alive each time.
Yeah, they were farming up as well with those SMGs, so pretty healthy start for West Virginia. As they did lose a pistol. Peekaboo, says Treha. He's gonna pick up a quick kill. Astro still holding that angle. Look, there's a boost, Kevin. Wow, does he check it? No, doesn't need to, because Vape God Rupert a little impatient, and in that situation, it's kind of odd. Your team gets a pick. There's no need to peek, right?
Yeah, that's correct. That was a big mistake. He should have just held from the right side of drop, just wait for him to walk in.
So now 50 seconds ago, kind of an awkward start for both sides. And the bomb still towards Long B, and they're actually going to execute. Treha's going to call this. Here's the footsteps. Pro Savage with the, oh my god, gets deleted actually. And Kevin Wow looking at the wrong angle. Treha can pick up another kill. Balto's going to find Natural B. And now, the man advantage offense is Treha's actually going to equalize this out.
Yeah, in a 2v2 situation, but look at the HP of the T's here. They almost have 15 HP combined right now. And Astrophysics, he's actually going to take down Terms, so it's all down to Treha, but he gets taken down as well. Great round from Astrophysics.
Barely win the round though. Look at these guys, 15 health combined. Balto with 3, Astro with 12, gets the 2 flicks. And the op play, like he talked about, they saved that 4th round into the 5th round. They win it, and now a full out buy for West Virginia. I think they'll be on a double eco. Yeah, they'll be on a double eco if they can't win this.
Yeah, this is an important round for both teams, because if you look at both their money, it's extremely low, and Terms actually going to find Asim in the middle here. As this time, I want to see West Virginia just make sure to just maintain the advantage here. Don't do that drop play like last time. But Terms gets taken down by Dave, overstaying his welcome a little bit.
Yeah, pretty good trade, and we're seeing some big mistakes by West Virginia so far. And will it pile into a round win? Now, Vape God, do you peek this? And it's kind of awkward. He's got a CZ. It's very ballsy, but he just needs to stay on the Oh, too impatient. Vape God Rupert needs to vape some more and chill out, but now 3 rifles in play for West Virginia and trying to hold down this B site. UT Austin should be able to take this round.
Yeah, they definitely have the utility in the Molotov, but they don't. Molotov Pro Savage gets one. Astrophysics trades back though. Now it's a 3v2 situation. The HP isn't that good once again.
Daybay make it a lot easier on his teammates. Treha, he's found some nice kills, but he's always fighting it off. It's so scary. He's still got a the incendiary and a flashbang. Right angles, and he's not getting kills.
Yeah, UT Austin are actually giving him opportunities to get into this round. He still has a Molotov and a nade, so he can draw out some players here. He's just waiting for Daybay to peek, but he's not quite giving it to him. As he's going to be flashed, he's going to be peeked. He gets taken down by Astrophysics. So big round so far for a big rounds of the op by Astrophysics so far.
Yeah, I think he's well, you got 2 frags that round?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Got
so
2
4
kills in the last 2 rounds.
Yeah,
Of,
4 kills so far with the op. So he's doing work. And in your opinion, are you a believer of the op on T side?
Yeah, I think you can do a lot of good work with it. It's just it kind of comes down a little bit more to how your teammates kind of clear angles because Cobble's one of those maps where, as an operator, it's very difficult to kind of take the round into your own hands. It's much more for like post plants, because especially if you get the bomb down at A, you can just sit long A, cut off all the angles, connector and rat hole, and then if you get the bomb down at B, you can cut off all the angles from plat like E box, flank, and if they come up rock. So it's much more of a post plant gun rather than
Yeah.
a gun where you get entries with it.
As long as you have the control post plan, I guess.
Yeah.
That
And so far,
includes, people staying alive. You just can't be
Yeah.
off by yourself. In a way, it does work, but it's scary when you're 1v2, right? With the op.
yeah, it's very difficult. But I mean, so far, UT Austin, they've been doing a good job of getting into the sites, so they're able to allow Astrophysics to get into those good spots and seal these rounds.
Yep, and now not really double eco, I guess. West Virginia will be able to buy next round, but will have utility that they want. In terms, CZ and his 3 players of Matthew McConaughey fan club look their way towards middle. It's kind of a bait and switch. Vape God Rupert actually showed where he was. Oh my god, everyone in West Virginia, they've got a trigger finger, I guess. Natural B actually gonna find a crucial kill with a USP. He's sitting on 4 HP. Kevin Wow has not been getting the luck he wants with his drop. He's died twice, kind of similar. Balto gonna find 1, and they clear out the A site. Bomb should go down.
Yeah, it should be a pretty straightforward round here for UT Austin. You just need to make sure they don't lose any guns here. As West Virginia, they still have that AK, but Balto takes him down. All down to Natural B gets taken down as well. Balto with the 4K, making
Walking
sure they don't
in
escape.
connector. That's why he got the 4K. He's walking with the rifle and connector, guys. That's what West Virginia just said just now in their comms. But yeah, like you said, you know, UT Austin, they're looking pretty healthy. They're gonna build that economy. As they have been trading, even though West Virginia's been having like you know, the pistols, right? But look at their utility. They don't have really much to work with. They're dumping it now early on.
Yeah, but Term's actually gonna find David right at the start of the round here. And if I were him, I would just fall back at this point. There's no reason to push this issue because West Virginia, they've been getting the entries, but they're kind of just giving it back to them for some reason. And he might have gotten a little bit of info there that the players are going to be heading towards B. But as you said, the utility is extremely low here, so they're going to need to make another information play of some kind.
Yep, and might just happened towards Long B, but the op is holding, and that's Astro, who has not let down, you know, UT Austin with his op. He's been hitting his shots.
Yeah, and Babe God Rupert, he's going to have a tough task ahead of him as 2 players go down towards the drop. He finds the first one, might be able to get the second, but Kevin Wild trades him out. Pro Savage able to find another one, so that's a 3v2 situation.
First to Astro, missed the first shot, is going to be able to find the second. And now Terms and Natural B. Looking to rotate through, but the op is fixed on double door Natural B. Oh. Bomb has been planted. Wait, it's a 2v2. This is so close for West Virginia.
Yeah, like I said, it's down to Astrophysics to go huge with this op here. He finds the first kill onto Terms, and he might be able to spot the player towards the rock here. And he gets it. And like I said before, platform is just such a powerful spot to be in with an op in a post plant.
Yeah, there's really, the flashes come out, didn't really do much. He still gets to kill Long B, and then he gets the information from his teammate, guys rock, both headshots. You know, that's now what,
6 op kills. Yeah.
7 actually. Wait, no. Yeah, 7. He got 3K there. That's insane.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, he's been doing a lot of work. As you can see, that's a big reason why they ended up saving that one round that we were talking about to get this man an op.
Now another eco. And hello, there's Terms. Now West Virginia, antsy pantsy, man. Like me and Zach talked about this before. I'm sure you can agree as well. Like if you're going on a default eco, like it's kind of like, ew. Like why not take a risk together, have some chemistry, try and trade off some kind of cheeky play with just pistols, right? Like
Yeah.
this way they're getting picked off, and you know UT Austin just needs to turtle, get the op in a comfortable place and play tower defense.
Yeah, definitely agree. Whenever you're on these like USP type of saves, you kind of either just want to stack something, or just completely hide and just hopefully, and just hope that the T's don't like check everything. You should not just try to take straight up battles because it just never works out.
Oh my god, what am I expecting? I feel like lagging all over the place. I don't know if you saw that.
No, it's all good on my end.
That person was skipping. Huh.
Pro Savage here has armor, so he might just want to save this at this point. Treha, he might want to look for a kill with this Deagle here, but with the way UT Austin is playing right now, they're being super disciplined. They don't want to give up any of these guns here.
Stop throwing smokes. My computer can't handle. Yeah, these exits aren't gonna happen. Ooh, Trey. Trey, sneaky.
Ooh. He did have an opportunity for one shot there, but it's a very difficult one.
Yeah. 3-6. UT Austin looking at the scoreboard. Pretty spread out. Kevin Wow, you know, not getting luck towards drop, getting hit in the face from the side. And also, Vape God Rupert on the other side. Some of these players are actually a little too trigger happy. As a CT, it is not what you want to do unless there's a kind of a unison agreement aggressively. But you know, we have a
Triple op here.
op. You're a freaking god.
I'm not so sure if this is the solution here because it's not like they've been necessarily missing their shots. It's more just like their positioning just being a little bit off, and they don't have nades to do anything to counter these pushes that the T's are making here. But who knows? It might work here. As Terms is still holding towards the long A, and Asim is going to be walking into his crosshair extremely soon here, unless he throws a flash.
Oh,
And the timing.
CSGO timing, baby. You hate to see it. What? 55 seconds, triple off, will roll, and that's gonna be one off down. Dave is gonna take it down with not a single shot fired. And here we go, AX.
Yeah, it's gonna be down to Natural B here. Maybe find a couple of kills. He's gonna spot Astrophysics, shoots him in the side. Might be able to find Kevin Wally. He does. Davey, on the other hand, it's Pro Savage, so 3v3 situation. Natural B taking him down to 50. And it's all of a sudden down to 1v1, and Vape God getting taken down, missing the shot. And that's rough.
What's the point of having a triple op when, you know, that one shot you needed so bad? Oh my god, that is so unfortunate. Matthew McConaughey fan club, 2 players above 10k. They have won 6 straight rounds on the T side, and the hemorrhaging is happening here for West Virginia. Great, Vape God Rupert. A different peak, a back water wide peak, and he died. And it's so unfortunate. Like, he's probably thinking the same thing. Like, what the heck? But they're getting punished for doing those things, right?
Yeah, the thing is, it's not a bad idea to push mid, but you need to have all 5 or at least 4 people to do it. Doing it solo is just instant death.
Yep, and now drop getting cleared out. Trey Haas gonna actually get a shot to the chest. Nastro doing his work. They're gonna actually be cautious, Molotov everything, check the corners. Now 3 players up for West Virginia. 2 side already. Natural be taking a player down, but it's an easy cleanup.
Yeah, UT Austin, they've been really good on their eco rounds here, and they're just not giving up any guns, so letting that economy build more and more. And it's just becoming really tough to see how West Virginia can get back into this half at this point.
Yeah, the bleeding is continuing right now, and the money is only gonna grow. Essentially, we're on the 11th round. UT Austin could buy out to the end, essentially. Oh my god. Terms gets an upgrade, but will he keep it is the question. Yeah, oh my god, this
He's
is
getting
3
boxed
angles.
in.
Yeah, there's no way. There we
It
go.
was almost doable, almost.
So, they hurt the economy. You know, Astrophysics, 15k. We'll be able to drop a teammate. He's looking to drop somebody. There it is. Wow. And, you know, Kevin Wild's 4 and 10. Don't rule him out. He is kind of the sacrificial lamb, it looks like, so far. He's usually first out, it looks like. First contact, rather. But, now rifles across the board for West Virginia. A triple op, not gonna happen ever again, I believe.
Yeah, I like this buy a lot more from West Virginia, where they actually have some nades here to counter what UT Austin's doing. Because like I said before, I don't think having the triple ops was the solution. It wasn't really... That wasn't necessarily the problem. It was more so they just don't have any nades to counter these pushes that the T's are doing.
Yeah, and like seeing UT Austin go slow and methodical, as they say that Natural will be able to find one, but the trades are actually mostly in favor of UT Austin. Yeah, they go slow, but the trades happen. And they are making, you know, that textbook CS work. They're finding the trades. It's so important.
Yeah, another thing is that West Virginia, I don't think they've taken plat control even one time so far in this half, as if they did, it would nullify much of this control that Astrophysics gets with this op all the time.
And Rupert, good gun control, able to find Daybay. Balto drops some loud noise, and Treha's not ready for it. Now it's just 2 players. I think it's Pro Savage, the one that has the FPS. Let's see him skip. Pro Savage able to find Balto. Oh my god. I thought that was gonna miss. But he gets the flick through the wall, and now Terms. All by himself in a 1v2. I'm gonna turn off the X-ray. He knows the player towards flat. He's gonna neutralize that. Has an idea. But looks at the bomb. Kevin Wild's gonna finally clutch it. And that puts him on the board.
You know the odd thing about some of these rounds is that it seems like UT Austin get into the site so convincingly, but then their post plants are usually just like 2 alive or something like that. So
yeah, it's really odd. Even
yeah.
almost getting ecoed, right? Like West Virginia, I think twice did that. But XM buy followed by Treha with a Mag 7. Shotgun's okay. He hold the drop. Terms a little aggressive. He will pay the price. Oh my god. When will they learn? It's the 13th round, Mahone. Why?
I feel like it's just a different person that's trying to peek mid every single time. Nobody has said that's like I already tried pushing mid.
Yeah, first it was Rupert, then I think no, Terms did it twice now. That would be his second time. But oh god. Drop natural B. Oh my, I thought that was a headshot, but Balto gets the shot off first.
Savage.
Oh my god. Rupert's gonna go down as well. Daybay.
Oh no.
Well, actually cook Pro Savage. He just stuck in there. This is just a disastrous round here for West Virginia, and Treha once again all by himself against 5 big fans of Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, I don't think Treha is gonna be able to survive with his gun here as Wolfpacker's coming in on him. David takes him down though. It's gonna make it 10-3. And I can't really say I'm that surprised about the dominance that UT Austin is putting on here.
Yeah, I'm actually being refreshed and reminded of how UT Austin is, and I definitely knew. Like, you see these guys actually all the time. They're actually fun to watch. Nastro, man, he's got the least deaths, and pretty much, I think, but 2 kills. I think yeah, he's 12 op kills, something like that.
He's doing his job as an offer for sure. As Balto can be able to find 2 here. Kevin Wild bails him out, taking down Treha. Just mostly a forced pistol round out of West Virginia here. Maybe gonna take down another, and it's just an easy mop up. I feel like UT Austin
also should have died there. But
Yeah.
it's denied. That teamwork, that chemistry is there for Matthew McConaughey Fan Club. And now we're into the last round. It's an op buy. Is there a second op? There it is. Pro Savage.
No.
Like, if there was a third op, I would actually probably get a little bit triggered. You know, I think one of those ops didn't get to shoot, and then one of those ops at the end needed to make one shot that was so crucial and missed. So it's really tough. And Pro Savage missing. These guys, oh my god, that players is so laggy. Oh, maybe this is GoTV guys. Sorry. But also, and oh my god, the last player, Natural, be able to find one kill, but Astro picks up another 2K, making it probably 14 op kills. They start the CT half with 12 rounds.
Yeah, it's looking really, really rough. I mean, the thing is,
Dear God.
yeah, the thing is though, is that Cobble it can be T-sided, but I don't really think West Virginia has the individual skill to be able to make it happen. Because what I'm just seeing right now is just a bunch of missed shots, like you said, with the offense especially, and their buys are just. I think their buys are also just hurting them. Like they weren't saving enough to get all the utility that they needed.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, like, triple op though. Like, I get it if you have the two ops anchor each site, and then they had Rupert running around with the op, but both the anchor ops, I don't think got kills regardless, as far as I'm concerned. One died mid, and then the one had to rotate, followed by Rupert rotating as well, so yeah. It's really, really tough, and this pistol needs to be won by West Virginia. They've got 4 Kevlar and Natural B with the smoke and flash.
The smoke flash P250, that's my favorite buy, as it looks like Asim is going to spot a couple towards top middle here, and he's just waiting. I'm actually surprised he's not scared that somebody's lower mid, but it looks like Natural B is going to be primed in on him. He gets the one tap. Might be able to find a second, but he doesn't. Babe God taking him down. And Kevin Wow, he's up to the plate next, as he's going to get sandwiched in from middle and long A. And he might be able to find terms here. Gets taken down, though. Good start for West Virginia so far, as they're going to make their way into the site. As also getting one kill. It's 3v3 situation, and Vape God Rupert taking him down. Daybay taking down another. Now a 2v2. Vape God Rupert going huge this round. That's all down to Balto.
Oh. Does he make it look easy? Find out now. Oh God, Rupert with the crouch. A 4K. That is a huge pistol to be won for West Virginia. Can they turn it around? Are they a T-side team? Do they have the executes and the strats to hold this out? Or will Matthew McConaughey actually force up against them?
Yeah, this is the most dangerous round, I think, right here. Because of the force up in the CTs. Yeah. Looks like Asim's just going to be playing close mid with the CZ. The rest of the CTs are going to be going towards B. As this could be dangerous, looking at how many players of West Virginia are heading towards B.
You just need to do the trades that UT Austin was doing. First contact, change very hard. There's a lot of CZ games. It's actually going to cook one alive. But Kevin Wow is getting some free damage. Look at how low they are! He actually gets a double kill, followed by a kill from Astro as well.
Yeah, like I said, the nightmare of the second round as Natural B is going to try to find a kill on the top of stairs. But Daybay with that AK though, he's going to do tons of damage. Kevin Wow with the third of the round. And Daybay going to clean it up.
My God. You smelt it and it happened.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. But I wonder how much damage Kevin did. They completely ignored the lane player, which was Kevin Wow. He's got 3 kills. Apparently, with those 3 kills combined, I believe he got a kill pistol. It's 164 ADR with 2 rounds. Like, that's insane. He did so much damage with the CZ. He ran out of bullets, got the deagle, and continued to get a kill. Actually, all those kills were in that round. He got the deagle kill.
Yep.
My God.
Deagle kill from the coop. But it looks like West Virginia here, Terms is actually gonna walk all the way out middle, and I don't even think
Oh,
UT
he's
Austin
spotted.
aware of it, but he gets spotted by Kevin Wow. It's probably gonna be an easy kill. Oh, maybe not quite. The kill is done though, as the rest of West Virginia just looking for UT Austin just make a mistake. As Vape God Rupert, he's primed in on Balto towards the E box here, and oh, he's not gonna quite check it. He actually dinks him through the pole. But Natural B is gonna light up Daybay at the stairs. He's just gonna fall back now, as the rest of his teammates are gonna be working towards long A.
Mind you, Balto and Daybay, 16 and 18 HP. Now, they actually are towards the B site. So B site, Easum, oh, Kevin Wow does go down. Oh, this is a play. That's a play. The bait and switch, they don't fully check because they kill the player on site. And Natural B, so far away from this. He'll go down to an AK Astro. Now he can drop that AK, he can buy an op, and you know, he can continue his reign.
Yeah, now the real question is whether West Virginia are gonna buy into this round or whether they're gonna save and go for the massive comeback. But it looks like they're just gonna buy in this round. They don't want to go to OT. An ump, 3 CZs and a deagle. Let's see what can happen.
Miscommunication. Vape got a deagle and no armor.
Yeah, maybe he's gonna try to win the next round, but regardless, they're gonna be pushing straight through middle. Ace is gonna find his first here. He's gonna Molotov off along, flashing perfectly to let himself escape as his teammate Kevin Wow in the connector door, but he might get shot on the side from long A here, as he does by Vape God. All down Ace in the site. He's gonna find the first. He's gonna go on top. Astrophysic also helping him out as well. It's all down to Vape God Rupert now with just the deagle.
He's got the only kill so far, but well, they check wide. Oh my god, okay. A little bit of a squat there by Astro onto Cooper. Match point has been sealed. And I'm actually very curious. Actually, no. That must be that Asim's picture looks like Jonji. But Jonji's Canadian, so it does.
Yeah, I can see what you mean. Yeah, I know what you mean.
I know Jonji, but like, it's so weird. But anyways, back to this game. UT Austin, sealed match point. Looks like this is a fast-paced round. It's towards middle. Kevin's gonna cook one. And that's Terms. I feel like these West Virginia just don't have a plan at all on their T side.
Yeah, they don't. I just saw Natural B mess up a flash, but Balto here gonna get taken down by Trehan. He might be able to find a second, but Astrophysic just close range opping here. He's trying to pull his best impression to Fallen. As he's gonna get dinked up, takes him down, 16-4, and that was just pure dominance from UT Austin.
My god. That was it's kind of disgusting. But then again, you always kind of hate to see these games because it was kind of one-sided. It was kind of a 11-round spank that we saw in the first half, and it was like West Virginia never paused at all. There was a tech, I think. They would have to, the pause happen for like maybe less than 10 seconds, and I think that was actually the UT Austin side that paused. So there was not a single pause from West Virginia. And that makes you think, right? It's like when you're losing 11 straight rounds, and regardless of 7 straight rounds, there's no pause, or 2 gun rounds even. You gotta think of that mentality that's happening on that team, and either a lack of leadership or just a lack of how to remedy the situation.
Yeah, definitely a pause could have allowed them to talk things through with their economy, especially the one round with the triple op. I think a pause might have talked him out of it, and some of the rounds where they only had like 4,300 and they decided to buy. That's like almost no nades, and you're going up a full utility terrorist squad. Definitely need nades on the CT side, Cobble, especially since it's much more difficult to try to be aggressive. And not to say they didn't be aggressive, because they actually did boost drop a few times, but if they want to take B plat, you have to have nades to be able to do so.
Yeah, especially CTs, right? Like, oh my god, like you talked about it. Astro continued to his teammates actually gain control of plat, and then they spewed out, and then Astro just stayed there. Didn't go out. I mean, actually, he peeked a little bit towards door, then he'll just go back on plat.
Hmm.
And he's just tower, just picking people off. Holds
Yeah.
down the big flanky, and like West Virginia, like you gotta think they lose a pistol, the first pistol, and then they win the force up in the following round because I even talked about like does UT Austin Bayern. You even said it like they save, they get that op, and what do you know? They win 11 straight rounds, guys. That's insane. I didn't see it coming, and actually, I'm not exactly a huge believer of the op on T side because I feel like fast executes or strong executes with rifles he's so annoying as a CT to deal with. But like you said, West Virginia didn't establish that plat control. They just let them in sit comfortable, right? And you
Yeah.
gotta give it to the rest of the teammates on UT Austin. They actually helped Astro get comfortable. And having an op just impact like that because he's got his teammates by his side, right? So that chemistry there by UT Austin.
Yeah. Like I said before, as long as you can get the rifles in position on T side, um, the op will do wonders for you in those post plant situations because it's just so difficult for the CTs to be able to retake when you constantly have to worry about jiggling every angle that an offer could be at.
Yeah, and now let's talk about MVPs. Let's look at West Virginia. Now, mind you, they didn't get too many rounds, but who's the MVP in your book with
I
this
think
guy?
the only person that really had impact was probably Treha.
Yeah,
Like that one
Treha.
round. Yeah.
He's yeah, he definitely stepped it up early on. But other than that, like most of these players just fell off, and Treha was probably one of the only players to never peak aggressively. You know what I mean? It's these guys will look back at this or their demo and try and be like, what the heck did we do wrong? Oh, we peaked aggressively by ourselves individually on CT side. It boosted twice. It could have spelt disaster for UT Austin and drop or above drop, right? But peaking aggressively and then doing it twice and then the smoke fades and you're peaking aggressive. It's like either CSGO timing or just the mentality behind that player doing that. It's unfortunate. But
Yeah. And
moving on.
I guess it was I was about to say, I guess it was that other round by Vape God Rupert as well, the pistol round that, could have sparked a big comeback,
Oh yes, yeah.
but I think
Uh,
that's about it pretty much.
other than that, like you can't reward non-smart plays. I'll say that. Like you know what I mean? Like if Vape God Rupert peaked aggressively and got like a 4K, yeah, that's huge. But it's like a team like UT also be like, okay, this guy did this. Maybe we should be careful about other angles and them doing stupid stuff like this. You know what I mean? It's kind of like one of those things. It's hard to teach, especially when you have frag hungry players. I'm struggling with that right now, actually. But but yeah, but going to the UT Austin side, Mahone, who's your MVP?
I'm gonna have to say, Astrophysic and Balto actually. I think Balto actually created a lot of space for this team, being able to get those entry kills, and Astrophysic was just able to, seal the round. So
Yeah, it's
those
kind
are
of
my two MVPs.
sometimes I actually feel it's supposed to work the other way, right? But then again, Balto and I think Kevin, wow, we're entries. They're running around drop, spamming with their AKs, running out along B, out towards site, down towards stairs, and then usually you think the op finds Ruben picks people off, right? But in this case, the rifles were strong for ET Austin, which gave Astro the room to actually a huge playing field with the op. No one to contest him. We saw a triple op where I think Balto actually denied one of the first operas in that round, actually towards
Mhm.
middle. Or that was Daybay actually. But you know what I mean? There's no op to challenge your this
Yeah.
Astro. It's one of those things, right?
Yeah, there's a difference. I always say this, but there's always a difference between somebody who can op and an actual opper. Like they're
Yeah,
very different things. An actual opper knows where to place himself. A person who can op is just somebody who can hit the shots.
that is very true. Positioning is huge, guys. Followed by the economy as well. The economy system. You don't buy triple ops. Yeah. But with that being said, guys, on the schedule is going to be for Wednesday, UT Dallas versus North Carolina at 4 p.m. PT, followed by UC Riverside versus Virginia Tech at 7 p.m. PT. So those will be your two last games covered before playoffs. And Mahone, let's talk about that because I know you and Zach are gonna be analyzing and looking at results and what's been happening in the spring season and who to look out for in the playoff brackets as these games come to an end. It's definitely season's pretty much over. These last few games that these guys need to fill out um, are definitely very scary games, right?
Yeah, I think for obviously for the top teams, like the ones that are mostly undefeated or only have like one loss, it's already pretty much over for them. Like uh, there's not much else that's really meant to be played for them. But for some of the teams that are towards the lower end, some of these
Saints game.
are yeah, your team's in that situation as well, where these games are really important for you guys to make playoffs.
Yep, I hear you. But as you talk about playoffs, this is another year for CSL guys, and I like to stress this. This CSL is going to come back and back again next year. This we might even have maybe 200 plus teams registered. I think we have something close to that right now for CS:GO alone, and I always stress this, guys. I want to cultivate a bigger scene for collegiate esports, let alone CS:GO. And we're seeing a lot of new schools. And there can only be so many schools, right? That register, obviously. But
Mhm.
no, Mahone, I'm gonna ask you, how's UBC doing?
They're doing great. They're
That
doing great.
didn't sound
That's all I
convincing.
can say. I mean, that's all I
Uh,
can say. I mean, I guess they had the real test. I mean, it wasn't a CSL match, but they played AVGL against UCLA. Actually, I streamed it for people that actually want to watch the VOD. It was a best of three, went all three maps, and I
oh,
think it was a pretty good test for both teams, considering as how like generally throughout the regular season for like CSL, both these teams don't really get tested that much, right? So
that's very true. All right,
yeah,
guys, we are gonna wrap it up. My name is True Live, followed by your boy Mahone, my partner in crime tonight. But we will continue back on Wednesday. But first, I'd like to thank our sponsor, Twitch, guys. We're up in the greatest streaming platform, Twitch, that has given the growth to CSL what it is today. And guys, cannot stress enough. If you're watching this and will watch this, or you have friends who are in post-secondary or will be joining post-secondary, I know there's a lot of crazy kids who are really good at this game in the ECA main who are 16, 17, going into a new school or finding that school. Check if you're, to see if you see that school in CSL. You can find all the stats at our website at cstarleague.com. And of course, you can feel free to tweet at us at CStarLeague or at Collegiate CSGO if you have any or if you need any information. Guys, with that being said, we'll catch you on Wednesday for UT Dallas versus North Carolina, followed by UC Riverside and Virginia Tech. We'll see you Wednesday.